Welcome back to Hogtown Homestead. Like, share, and subscribe if you feel so led. Kind of a weird day. There's some sun peeking through the clouds. It's mostly overcast. And it's kind of misting outside. Not quite rain, not quite fog. It's really weird weather. But today, I have to get rid of this American pokeweed, which is poisonous. Native species, still poisonous. And another thing I gotta do is get rid of an invasive species where the pigs were, called devil's trumpet. This is a member of the nightshade family. And initially, as you look at it, it looks like it's a squash or something. However, upon closer inspection, it is not. Here's why I think it looks like a squash. These are the flowers that it grows. This one has come off completely, and I don't know what it's up to. So I'm just gonna start pulling these out. Super poisonous, has some hallucinogenic effects, very easy to overdose on. Used by native cultures to engender hallucinatory communication with their ancestors. I think it's called ingesting ethnogenically. I could have that wrong, but it's poisonous. It is invasive, so it originates from Central America. Somehow it made its way up here to Virginia, and we got to get rid of it. So here we go. So if you look at this stuff, it looks like it was cultivated. Now, we didn't cultivate any poisonous weeds. And so I don't know, this must have just been stuff that was in the seed bank. But it's gotta go. We're gonna pull up every single one of these. And we have it up there by the shed. We obviously have it right here. And if you look at it, there's very little pressure on this stuff. There's some holes here on this leaf from some kind of bug that likes to eat it, but it's just everywhere. So we got to get this stuff up because it is absolutely poisonous and invasive. Patch all taken care of, but now we come down here and we have a whole nother patch. that has been growing this devil's trumpet all here. There's an especially tall specimen right there, so we're gonna get rid of it. Man, I wish you guys could smell this stuff. It's so strange. I'm using gloves. I normally wouldn't when I'm weeding, but I'm using gloves because I don't know if my skin can absorb this, and then I go crazy or what. Here's one specimen that got really eaten up by bugs, which I'm thankful for. Here's another one where the leaf is pretty much skeletonized. So it is delicious to something. Here's another one that's been hit really hard. So something in this area likes to eat this stuff. I'm thankful for that, because it would just end up dying with a failure to thrive. But I'm not taking my chances. One of the things you have to do on your homestead is when you identify invasive species like this, it's important for you to work really hard to contain it so that it doesn't spread to your neighbor's property. Because, man, I'd feel really bad if an invasive species ended up on my neighbor's property and started killing all their livestock or their kids. You know, we have a young family who they have a toddler and a new baby at 6 Days Farm. Justin, you probably remember Justin. He's delivered pigs here before. But man, if his kids got a hold of this and accidentally ate some, I'd feel really bad. Super bad. I'd probably struggle with that the rest of my life. This is what seems to be the seed head of the devil's trumpet. Just pulled that off the bigger plant I was showing you. So I'm gonna open it up so we can see what it looks like inside. Well, it's too tough with gloves on, and I'm not exposing my skin to that. But yeah, that smells like peanuts too. It's too hot for me to be out here in this sweatshirt, so I'm gonna go change, and you can enjoy the ambient sounds of the farm while I go change. as we continue maintaining the garden, as we continue maintaining the pasture here, I'll show you some other exciting things that I think we got growing that we didn't even try to cultivate. It's just by nature of the pigs going through here again. So we're gonna finish this up. I'm gonna take care of that American pokeweed, and then we're gonna move on to other things. I also found what seems to be the insect that thrives on this stuff. So hopefully you can see that. Let me see. Hopefully you can see this little yellow and black striped bug. If you know what that bug is, leave it down in the comments below. I will also look it up myself. And we'll see what we come up with. All right, friends, this is American pokeweed. I don't know how important it is to pull this thing out by the roots, so I'm using some loppers, but this stuff is no joke. It's starting to seed. I'll show you what that looks like. So these little stalks here will turn into very deep purplish, almost black berries, but they are poisonous, so you want to eradicate them when you can. Loppers later. I wanted to show you what this pokeweed looks like at the root stock. Oh man, that creeping Jenny, I think is what it's called. The ivy that's growing through there made my legs all really itchy. All right, here we go. You can see right there how that's hollowed out. I can stick my whole finger in there. Has very thick roots and kind of a woody root stock. I'm not gonna dig that up. I'm gonna see if it grows back. If it grows back, I will dig it up. I think there's one more plant that I need to get with the loppers, and then I'll be done with this project. So, first things first, we have that growing, and it is not only growing here, it's growing there, and it's growing here. I already know what this is, but if you know what it is, go ahead and leave your guess in the comments down below. The next thing that's really interesting to me, really cool to see, are these little things. Now, what do you think that is, my friends? I know what it is, but do you? If you do, leave it in the comments down below. Smells right good. Here. Do you know what this is? If you do, leave it in the comments below. Some of our viewers might recognize that from the last set of pigs we ran through here. But in case you haven't been watching, go ahead and guess what that is. Finally, we never cultivated this year. So we have this returning. And again, if you watched us raise our last pigs, you know what this is. I know what this is. So if you know, leave it in the comments down below. Finally, this. Do you know what that is? I do. So if you know what it is, leave it in the comments down below. That's going to do it for today's episode here on Hogtown Homestead. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, like, share, and subscribe if you feel so led. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you next time.